Hello and welcome to the second episode of Toby TV. Let's take a quick look at the highlights of what's on this week.
Smoke in my eyes, and you thought I would be dying.
Oh God. I had the chorus idea.
Bend the best light for your lies.
And I was in there doing all those soundscape things, which is the beginning of the feet walking and all that.
All you need is love.
Okay, so as ever, first up, it's the digital busking sessions, where last week saw me perform love songs from my career, seeing as how we're only a couple of days from Valentine's. So yeah, I thought it would be quite good fun to go back and relearn and replay some songs from way back. So I tried Reach For Me, which was a Little Angel song on the 87 EP, if you remember. I also tried Don't Love You No More, which was a B-side of Radical Young Lover, I think it was. And also Smoke in My Eyes from the Young Gods album. And as ever, there were some fantastic comments and some really funny moments. So let's take a little look at the highlights of that show.
One solitary Valentine's card I've ever received. Keep that. It's got a bit dog-eared now, to be honest, but that one there. And flowers. Yeah, because the flowers mean love, don't they? That's what it's all about. And over here we've got well, the normal stuff. Really, I've got my gran. My gran's there again. I've got love hearts, love heart candles there. And 1967, the year I was born, that was regarded as a summer of love. Oh God.
Hello everyone.
Hasn't got a clue. Brain dead. So big old explosions going up, some confetti coming down, some dry ice. So it was a mixture of total embarrassment and pride, really. I think it's a funny one. You know, Top of the Pops was one of those programs. And the stories are going to be coming on Toby TV next week. There's so much going on. I haven't got the time. I've got so many plates spinning. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, brilliant stuff. Okay, and as ever, we've decided to give away a free track, a free acoustic download, and this week it is the turn of Smoke in My Eyes, which seemed to go down really, really well. So let's have a little look at that.
You know you just down this race. Sometimes you surprise. You're right between the eyes, and you know the truth, you just can't take it. Smoke in my eyes, just to cover up your lying. Yeah, smoke in my eyes, and you thought I would be dying. Oh, smoke in my eyes, you're the one who should be crying. You're can you see it?
Right, there we go, Smoke in My Eyes, which is available to all mailing list members and members of the Toby and Whole Truth group. Okay, so next up, Patreon. And last week on the Monday Night Club, it was the turn of the Flaming Pie Club, which is my songwriters club. So this time I was asked to dissect two songs, Young Gods by the Little Angels, and also All Roads Lead to You, also by the Little Angels. And the whole idea of it is for me to sit down and explain the writing of the songs, what the words mean, and how I wrote the song, and play the riffs and all the rest of it. So let's take a little look at that.
Take Young Gods, for instance. I mean, I was messing around with a number of ideas. I had the title Young Gods. I didn't know what to do with it. I was messing around with I had the chorus idea.
Bend the best light for your lies.
I had all that. I was messing around with that, and I knew.
There you go. Okay, so on the subject of Little Angels, we have an extensive collection of material and interviews and all the rest of it on the Patreon archive. So if you're interested in Patreon, please go to patreon.com/Toby and the Whole Truth for further details. And a little while back, I interviewed all the members of the Little Angels about the making of the album. So I'd like to show a little clip of me talking to Bruce about the making of Young Gods. Here we go.
I can remember being in the little studio, in the courthouse studio, which was across the yard. And I was in there doing all those soundscape things, which is the beginning of the feet walking and all that, the beginning of Gods and all that stuff. And I can remember sort of like occasionally popping my head into the studio and you'd be still playing the same chord. 2 hours later, like I was insisting you did, I mean, I remember what my feeling was about recording the vocals. I mean, it literally used to take 2 or 3 days to do one master vocal.
Yeah.
It was absolutely. I mean, was it the same thing for you? Do you remember that?
Yeah, but that was Jimbo's style. I mean, you could go in there. I mean, even Mike, he did even Mike, who was pretty perfect, really. Everything he did was a take and a master and a keeper. But that was Jimbo's style, to just really drill into detail. It was part of that Def Leppard era, and Jimbo did records like Enya and stuff like that. That's super produced,
There goes Bruce Dickinson talking about the making of the Young Gods album. And I've also interviewed his brother Jim and Mark Plunkett and Mark Richardson about the whole experience of Little Angel. So if you're interested in that, go to patreon.com/Toby and the Whole Truth. Okay, so I've got a celebration this week, and it's about me being a presenter of Planet Rock. I've been there for one entire year. I can't believe it. It's gone so fast. It's ridiculous. I'm on my 52nd show this coming week, and it doesn't seem possible. So I just want to extend my thanks to all you listeners out there for tuning in and sending me great messages, and also to the Planet Rock team. They've been absolutely wonderful to me, and I never expected it to last this long, so I'm hoping it all will continue. So thanks again. All right, next up, let's talk about the Viewfinder album, and here it is in all its glory. It turned up today, and I'm really, really chuffed with it. It's 20 songs that I've curated, which covers the entire sort of solo period of my life from 1996 to roughly about 2011, 2012. Yeah, I think it's a great collection. It's the final collection I'm going to do with regard to that period of my life before I move on to making a new solo record. I believe there's only 60 of these left, and the pre-order only runs until this coming Friday. So if you haven't got a copy and you would like a copy, I suggest you hurry up and get hold of one. That's brilliant. So thanks to everyone that's bought it so far, and I can't wait for you all to hear it. Okay, so the final thing on Toby TV this week is I performed an acoustic song for Valentine's Day, which is kind of me starting the acoustic performances that I've been doing over the last 12 months or so. And this week it was all about the Beatles, and I performed the absolute classic, All You Need Is Love. Let's take a look.
Know where you can be, where you're meant to be. See. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love is all. Love is all you need. Love is all that we need.
Yeah, wonderful. The Beatles song All You Need Is Love that I performed for Valentine's last week. And if you're interested in watching me perform any other covers, they're all on my YouTube channel under a section I call The Heroes. Okay, that's it. Thanks so much for joining me. Short and sweet, I know, but I'll be back at the same time next week. So until then, ciao, au revoir, and see ya.